Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel here and welcome back here to another video. I just want to hop on here really quick and give my thoughts and my opinions on what everybody in the Mustang community, in car community, what have you, is talking about. And obviously that is a new 2024 S650 Mustang. So I just wanted to give my thoughts, my opinions, and why I think, at least from what we know now, why you maybe want to wait to pick one up, and here's why. So, like everybody else, I saw the live press release that Ford did on the new 2024 S650 platform, and honestly, my personal opinion is I like it. I think it's an awesome car, mainly because we kind of already saw what it was going to look like. Not only was stuff leaked before the actual live reveal actually happened, we kind of already had like a rough idea on what it was going to look like anyway, so it didn't really hit me like, oh my gosh, that's what it looks like, because we kind of already had an idea, with the exception of the back end. The back end, you either love it or you hate it, and that I guess also goes for the car in general. You either love it or you hate it. There's a lot of people that are saying that it looks too much like a Camaro, looks like a Challenger, Charger, whatever, looks like a Dodge, a Chevy. Ford knew that, and I believe they did that on purpose. They did that on purpose because A, Dodge went full retard and they made a electric muscle car, and the Camaro is going away. So to help attract that, specific people who prefer Dodge, prefer Chevy, Camaro, Charger, what have you, not only the fact that the Ford Mustang is supposedly the last internal combustion V8 muscle car out there, when those others are going to either electric or gone completely, you want to drive in those specific types of people with features that might resemble that. I think maybe that's why the body lines on the new S650, the back end, like the back paneling, kind of resemble a Camaro. And I think that was done on purpose. And I've talked to a few friends of mine that actually own Camaros and they like it. So what Ford did, I think, is to help attract those types of people. Okay, so now the overall performance of the S650, for what we saw, the base, I guess you call it a base, but the standard 5.0 Coyote, 480 plus horsepower. So we're expecting at least 480 horsepower out of that. So it's a 20 horsepower bump from the previous S550 5.0. And then obviously they did a reveal after that we all saw of the Dark Horse. It's a new platform. It's a new specific platform of the Coyote, and which seems to be replacing the Mach 1, obviously the Shelby 350, so on and so forth. 500 horsepower, and from what we all understand, it's going to have the dual intakes, dual throttle bodies. Now, does the standard 5.0 also get the dual throttle bodies? I believe so, but we saw now the Dark Horse is going to have the connecting rods from what we saw from the GT500. But there is another flaw. I guess call it a flaw, or not necessarily a flaw, but a reason why you might want to wait on purchasing one is that because of what we've seen, but not a lot of people are talking about. But staying mode obviously is there. He talked about it. A few other people, Xander13, a few others have brought this up. But you can't tune it. You can't unlock the PCM, at least as of now. So, but from what staying mode said with his video that he did today, well, if you're watching this today, it would have been yesterday, at the event, is you could still go supercharger, but it would be what Ford provides. So that would be a Whipple supercharger, a couple other options, but you're limited on what you could do. You can't pulley down, you can't choose a certain type size pulley, can't go E85, stuff like that. So at least as of now, there's just not a lot of options to modify your S650. Do I think that'll change eventually? Yeah, Yeah, I do. I know the new Super's having the same issue. The C8 Corvette, from what I understand, all had those same initial problems initially. Now, you could go standalone. You could go, I guess, Motec, I believe, is an option with those. You could send off the ECU to have it cloned. Now, all those things are not cheap. Clearly, you're probably going to spend $4,000 or $5,000 to actually have that happen. Or if you're just happy with having a stock badass S650 Dark Horse or 5.0, I mean, that's not an issue. But most people buy these cars to modify them. Most people buy these cars to make it their own. And I know all this is happening because of the whole EPA, and I think that has a lot to do with it. But I think once time comes, you'll probably be able to modify them, hopefully. And I think that'll happen over time, which is why I think you may want to wait on buying one. Now, do I want to buy one? Initially, yes, I love it. I think it's a great car. Now, would I replace my S197 GT500? And the answer to that one is no. I have a Camry, 4 doors, good gracious gas mileage, 30 plus miles per gallon. If I had to sacrifice a car to get the new S650, sorry, it's gotta go. We have our F-150 truck right here, our Lariat. That's not going anywhere. The GT500 isn't going anywhere. That's going to be swapped over to E85, hopefully early part of next year. So if I were to add that to the platform, the Camry, I know I'm sacrificing the gas mileage and all that kind of stuff, but those are my thoughts. Those are my impressions. Another thing with these cars too is the interior. You either love it or you hate it. With the interior, I think they tried to make it look like the Fox bodies, and I think they did a real bang-up job of resembling what a Fox body would look like in 2024. Now, another cool thing that I don't think anybody saw is that also too, if I have an image of it, I'll throw it up here too, is with the whole digital cluster, you can make the cluster look like a retro Speedo from the 80s Fox bodies. So you could play with it around and you could change it to look like the Speedo gauge clusters from the 80s Fox body. So I think that's a pretty cool feature. The whole gigantic screen, I think that's going to take some getting used to. But we saw like a lot of the spy shots. We already saw that it was resembling a little bit of the throwback to the Fox bodies. It was going away from the eyebrow type feature that you see that was classic in the S197s and even the S550s. They went completely away from that in the new platform, which, you know, you got to leap forward, I guess, and change things. But I think I like it. I think the tech in that thing is going to be awesome. It's going to take some getting used to. The features and whatnot are awesome. But like I said, the one holdback for myself, and I think for a lot of other people, but not a lot of them are talking about, is you can't tune it. You could go a Whipple through Ford, a couple other options, but as of now, that might be about it. So I just wanted to throw on here, give my thoughts, my opinions. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you guys do you like the S650? Are you guys gonna buy one? What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? I'd like to know. I like it. My friends are about 50-50. They're just not sure about it. But usually that's what happens when you initially get a new platform, a new car. It's really hard to warm up to change. And not a lot of people like change. So I think a lot of those people that say they don't like it are probably going to buy one within 6 months to a year once we see the price range and all the other kind of stuff. So go ahead, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's a great car. Once more information on the cars come out, I might make another video in regards to it. But let me know what you guys think. I'm probably going to pick one up. I haven't decided if I'm going to pick one up. Initially, I thought I might want to order one as soon as we could. I might. But over $70,000 for an NA Coyote, even the Dark Horse Anything above that is going to be a stretch. I know it's replacing the Mach 1, but I just can't see myself spending over $70,000, not including the dealer markups on those things. I know those things. I'm curious to see what those are going to be like. I know Ford's going to have their way with those too. So I'm going to close this up. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think of the new S650 platform. Hit subscribe if you haven't hit subscribe. And I'll catch you guys next one. See ya.